started, I finished, put me in the game.
It's week 2 of the 2025 season, and we'll get a look here at Derrick Henry. He was outstanding last week, racking up a ton of yards and touchdowns. It's the Titans and the Saints, and it comes your way next.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Tennessee Titans and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. If you got to fight against that, they've got to come out ready to play.
First game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Well, this defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Some trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. 3rd down, it's Willis. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. On now is the Titans punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert now. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They run. It's Kamara. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed. Under pressure, they got him again. Zach Cunningham in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They begin with Henry, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Willis. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Willis. They set up the screen for Henry. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Saints to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams. So some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It'll be a Saints 1st down on the pickup of 13. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes you're...
That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw again on second down. Herbert, wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On second and 10, Herbert. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
To the air again, Herbert.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Here we go with Kamara. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, but they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. That time a 9-play drive, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Last play of the half, Willis. Once again, he finds Slayton.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Patriots leading that one in the second quarter. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception. From there, it's a short trip in the Sunshine State down to Miami as the Dolphins are at home as well. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Josh Allen has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Kyler Murray has thrown a touchdown pass. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there. Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, it's Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A 10th carry for Kamara, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And Thomas has it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Herbert operating from the red zone. That's complete right around the 8. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it again with Henry.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now Willis.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt...
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Parker, I think this was going to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
And the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Here's Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. Three quarters have come and gone. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down. Herbert. That is caught at the 7.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Herbert now. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Justin Herbert with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Saints get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Looks good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
A first down carry for Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker. Well, I don't think he got there. He did not. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. They'll try and run for it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. Henry's got it out on the left side. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 1st down, Willis. And that is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. They'll run. It's Henry. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Herbert. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Willis. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. So after after the second down incompletion. They'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Willis is going to throw once more.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down.
It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And it's a Titans touchdown.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's capped off by the Austin Hooper touchdown.
And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 42 yards.
And the Saints are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is run out on this ball game.
Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for New Orleans, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0.